We'll do some reviewing first of all. What would you like to tease us with first?
Let's do No One Lives, which is a horror movie from the director of Midnight Meat Train. A couple on the road go into a bar where they are pretty much ambushed by this group of ruthless criminals who don't realise when they ambush them that in fact they have picked on the wrong people. We got given a couple of clips. Let me play you just a little bit of one clip that we got sent. Here it is. So I think you pretty much...
Are they playing backgammon or something there?
Yes, it's a pretty intense game of chess they're doing. So on the one hand, I mean, you know, it's a grueling and nasty, and I use that word advisedly again. I don't mean that in a bad way about horror films. It's a sort of grueling, nasty slasher film. Interestingly enough, it's got a kind of table-turning, slightly twisty script by David Cohen. The narrative, bizarrely, owes a strange debt to Jennifer Lynch's back catalogue, and if you've seen Jennifer Lynch's movies you'll know what that means. I don't want to give too much away about, you know, what happens in terms of plot details, but
is the title a bit of a spoiler?
What, No One Lives?
Yeah.
No, I mean, the film has a very dark, very grim, very nihilistic tone to it. Funnily enough, I don't think it's up there with Your Next, which I think is a superior work, but it's in a similar kind of area, and it's made by somebody who is horror literate, somebody who knows what to give the fans. It's shot by Daniel Pearl, who shot it on Super 16 rather than on digital, and I think that does pay dividends. It will probably find most of its audience on DVD, but it's a good, solid, nasty, cine-literate slasher movie, which does some things that you don't expect, benefits from a good performance from Luke Evans, and unsurprisingly has been billed largely as playing to the horror cognoscenti, but for them it works rather well.
The horror cognoscenti?
Yeah, cognoscenti, I think I said, because I think that is technically how you pronounce it, but I will defer to your RP.
No, not at all. But so, and will that be enough to make it a hit, though? Because if it's just appealing to the hardcore...
I think it is more of a film for horror fans than it is a film for mainstream audiences. But I don't mean that I never mean that as a criticism. I mean, I did a blog recently in which I was saying what I want screenings that are horror fans only, because horror fans know how to behave themselves in cinemas much better than a lot of other people do. But no, it is a slightly niche audience in as much as it's extreme and pretty full on, but it is nicely nasty.